Hey everyone, it's Hannah here at ColDesi, and today in this video we are making patches like this and applying them onto a vest just like this. So let's go ahead and go step by step to show you how to do this. So here are all the products that you'll need to complete this project. We have our Port Authority Value Fleeced Vest right here. We have red patch twill. We have our heat seal, allied gridlock hoop, and then we're using our hot knife here, and then the Avance Embroidery Machine, and we're using a heat press. Okay, so I've cut out my patch twill, and this is a great product because it's virtually ready to go. You can just put it in your hoop and start sewing. It comes in a tube like this, but then you'll want to cut it to your desired width and height with a little room to spare so it'll help you hoop it up. Now we are using our allied gridlock hoop today. These are premium hoops, and I love these because they have grid lines right here to help you out with centering. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this. Put that bottom of the hoop underneath, my patch material on top, and then we are going to fit this in here and make sure it is nice and snug. All right, and I am ready to put this on my embroidery machine and start sewing. So on my Avance 1501c 2020, I have my design loaded in here from my USB stick, but this machine also has the capability to send designs via Wi-Fi. So we have our mountain guide patch right here loaded up and ready to go. So we're going to move forward to the next step, and one of my favorite things about this new control panel is the ease of changing your colors and the visualization you get here on screen. So right now we have our white set up as the background, we have our yellow corresponding, we have gray as our border, and then we have white again as the lettering. So this all looks good and ready to go. We're going to move forward to our last step, which is going to be to make sure to pick out our hoop, and we are good to go there. We can center our hoop in our design as well, and now we are ready to press start.
So let's talk about the opportunity that comes with making patches. Now this extends beyond the mountain guide patch that we're seeing here today. Many other professionals wear patches on their daily uniforms. Think police officers, firefighters, and military. These kind of professionals wear only high quality patches on their uniforms. Now imagine the great reputation your shop is going to have around town if you're the one responsible for making these patches for those who serve in your area.
Now this patch is done sewing out, so we can go ahead and apply our heat seal. So the first step when applying your heat seal is to flip your patch over, and basically this heat seal is going to protect all of these stitches, all this thread that's on the back side of your patch. So we have our Hotronix Fusion heat press here, and we have our heat seal, our patch, and a piece of our finishing paper. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lay this on top, and we're going to kind of make a sandwich with this paper here. We're going to put it under our heat press for about 10 seconds. So we're going to let this cool a little bit, but we just want to check and make sure that the glue did adhere to our patch. And we're looking good here, but we're going to keep the back of this heat seal on. And so now we can go ahead and cut it out with our hot knife. So I have my patch assistant, Mark, here with me today. He's helping me out to cut this patch with our hot knife. And so here's a couple tips for cutting out a patch with a hot knife. So tip number one is to hold your knife at an angle and not straight up. Tip number two is to use only the tip of the blade. Tip 3 is to cut at an even pressure and move slowly.
Tip 4 is to clean your hot knife every couple inches with a paper towel.
Tip 5 is that practice makes perfect when cutting out patches, so make sure you have some time to practice before making patches for your customers. Now we're going to pop the patch out of the material, and if a piece of the patch is stuck, you can just use your hot knife to release it. Now tip 6 is to use the barrel of your hot knife to smooth out all the edges. And tip 7, as you can see here, our patch has a really wide border. This is going to help when cutting it out, and it's going to make the final product look better. We have our Port Authority Value Fleece Vest here, and we're ready to heat apply our patch. So a couple things that we need to keep in mind is that this vest does have plastic zippers, and we want to be careful. We don't want to melt these. So we have, you can use a perfect print pad or also a lower platen of a heat press, and you can find this on Coleman & Company. And we have a cutout piece here that's perfect for our patch. We're gonna put this right underneath put our patch on top where we want to go. We want to make sure we center this up. It is a circle, so we want to make sure here that we're nice and straight. And now this pad underneath is going to lift up the jacket enough to where we're not applying too much heat and pressure to the zipper, so it will not melt. We're going to cover this up with our finishing sheet here and put it under our heat press for just about 15 seconds. Our patch is now applied to our garment and it's ready to be sold to our customers. So custom patches like this are a great way to expand your embroidery business. So if you want to start making them, you can get all the products that we used here today in this video on colemanandcompany.com. And if you want to learn more about the Avance Embroidery Machine, visit avance-emb.com. Thanks for watching.